Do you want someone else to also hit record in case you flare out again like that team
again?
call?
I wish you guys could, but I think only I can. To be honest.
Yeah, only
Bummer.
the can.
Don't worry. I think my computer is gonna be okay.
All right.
We should be good. Okay, this is like obviously super informal. Kinsley's frozen. Oh my gosh. Ooh, who's jamming? Kinsley,
I feel like we should all mute ourselves too, though.
Yeah, for now, why don't we mute ourselves, and then at the end we can unmute if we want to have like a chit chat or whatever. Is that okay, you guys? Oh, hey, Jenny. This is so fun. Okay, fabulous. Okay, so we're just going to kick things off here. And again, you guys, super informal, obviously, like we are a Team Cup team, which we just want to welcome you guys to. Kinsley and I were chatting about, so if you guys don't know, Kinsley and I are success partners, and we were chatting about, how we want to build a team and talking about the girls that are on our each individual teams, like who would we think would be best. And you guys were the first three that we thought of. So we are so excited that you guys all said yes and that you guys are doing this with us. We are so excited, and I honestly think this is going to be an incredible team and one, you guys, that we can totally use this to propel our month of February. And I mean, you guys, we're all, striving obviously to hit Success Club and rank advancing. And I think honestly, just from my experience with Team Cup and Kinsley's too, like it is something that I've hit my biggest months with Success Club because of Team Cup, just because it is so competitive and you don't want to be that one person that doesn't hit it and things like that. And there are prizes and all that fun stuff. And of course, we're going to be chatting and checking in with each other. So we're super excited about this. So basically what we wanted to do tonight is just kind of go over some of the basics as well as some things that Kinsley and I chatted about as we were planning our team, what we want to happen, kind of our expectations, and then how we can make sure that we are all doing those things every single week. And then at the end, you guys, like we said, we can like unmute ourselves if we want to have a conversation and kind of like plan if there's any questions and things like that. So I think Kinsley's going to just kind of start us off and talk about how to earn the points just one more time, and then how we can earn the prizes as well.
Yeah, I'm super freaking excited for this group. It's going to be awesome. I know Allison and I both talked about it, how, Team Cup was a thing that like really launched our businesses, not like because we both started around that time, but just because everyone hustles together and it's fun. And the fact that all five of us are just like also connected, especially because we're both, or we're all on, pretty much the same team, that it's going to be awesome. So I just want to talk about how to earn points because, so this is, if you guys want more information, we can link the, do you want to write in the chat, Allison? It's teambeachbodycups.com. You guys can get more information on it if you guys have any questions, but yeah, perfect. So how to earn points. So there's three main ways. Is that for every Success Club point, it equals 1 point, okay? And then you also can earn 3 points for every lifetime rank advancement. So if you rank advance yourself to Emeralds, or you hit Diamond or Ruby or anything like that, you get 3 points. So that's always a good one if you guys are gunning for, I'm not sure Amanda and Ginny if they're gunning for Emeralds. I know Lauren is. If you guys hit Emeralds within February, which I think we should all try to like make it a goal to, try to push at least for Emeralds, that it would be 3 points. And then you can also earn 2 points if you register for Summit. So Allison, we should try to clarify, maybe Angie can help us out, see if it's anyone on our team or if it's just ourselves. You know what I mean? But it's 2 bonus points if you register for Summit. And I know Summit tickets are on sale still, so it's a really good time to register. So it's 40 points max per person. So yeah, the Rockstar coaches, in Elite or all those, like we're not at a disadvantage because we're not like a 10-star million team. We all start out the same level and you can max out. So it's not like they can all just blow us out of the water. We can all rock this. And so it's 40 points max per person. So if you guys, just want to know, like, if you can max out at any point. Let me just make sure I have everything. I think, Allison, we get weekly emails updated, right, with our points?
Every Friday you'll get an email that has the updates, and it tells you where everyone's at, not just you. So you'll see my Success Club points, you'll see Kinsley's, you'll see Amanda's, you'll see Ginny's, you'll see Lauren's. And so it's kind of like, oh my gosh, everyone can see, did I rake advance? Everyone can see where I'm at. And so that's honestly, when I get those weekly emails, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone can see what I'm doing. I better, move my butt.
Yeah, for sure. So I talked about points. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. Success Club point, 1 point, register for Summit or Rake Advance. Prizes, you can see that also on that website, but the first prize is if you hit SC5 or you're in Success Club, you get this really awesome cutting board, which I'm pretty pumped about. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if my phone's not gonna let me, but so there's this really great Team Beachbody cutting board. If we all hit Success Club, which that's our goal, we all get these thermal shirts. They're really cool. You can see all the pictures on that website. There's a pop-up tent that you can earn, windbreaker. It's crazy. And then there's a trip to LA to visit headquarters and get recognized at Summit. That's like the top team. So whoever, top 3 teams or 1 team? I thought I read.
So there's a top regional teams, and then there's top country teams, so US, UK, Canada, but I think that is just for the top team.
Okay, heard. Yeah. And then you get your name engraved on an actual Team Beachbody cup. So that's pretty cool. I remember last year, like, it was the prizes I was more excited about than anything else, because I'm like, I want this one, and then I want to hit this one, and then we all got to get this one. So you guys can see the pictures on there. They're pretty cool. But and then, yeah, you can go to that website to get more info. But Allison's going to take us away. I don't want to take up too much of your Monday, but she's going to talk about how we can make this happen, what that means for us as a team, and how we can start hustling.
Yeah, so we've all been coaching for, at least a month now. And so we all have ways of how we're talking to people and tracking things like this. But Kinsley and I were thinking, and again, you guys, this is obviously like we're collaborating on this. You can say yes, you can say no, but just let us know what you're thinking. But last year there was a test group that was working on this new daily tracker. And if you guys know Allison McGuigan, she is actually Jill Utter's success partner. She was in the test group for this. And so basically they had to use it every single week and, show the results from it. And that girl hits like Success Club 30 plus every single month. And it was partly, if not mostly, due to this tracker that she was using. And so I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think I've shared it. I know Jill shared it. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it is a new tracker that they released this year. I'm going to share my screen right now and just show it to you guys. But we were thinking that we would use this. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. And I will share this PDF in our chat if you want to print it. Kinsley and I were thinking we're going to print it and put it in one of those sleeves so you can like use a whiteboard marker on it so we don't have to like reprint it. I mean, you can if you want to print 4, for the month of February, whatever. But we were thinking we would try this out because it's literally everything that we should be doing in our business. So I'm not going to read through all of it, but you guys can just see, like, obviously we're still doing our workouts and having our shakes. This is kind of just telling, and I kind of like this because for a long time, Kins and I were like, okay, we're sending X amount of invites. And it got so overwhelming to the point where we were like, oh my gosh, I have 70 more to go. Like, kill me now. Where it shouldn't be like that. We should be having fun with it. Where this breaks it down into time. It's like spend 20 minutes doing this. And, at the end of the 20 minutes, move on to the next thing. Or if you only have 20 minutes, okay, do your invitations. Take your kids where you need to go, whatnot. And then, the next 10 minutes you have, do this. So it's a lot easier to just kind of break apart your day. So responding, inviting, of course, to your challenge groups, following up. This right here, getting people results. We'll talk about kind of challenge groups and sneak peeks in a second here, but this is, something else we should be doing every single day. Obviously, personal development is huge. And then this is just kind of nice for you to see, okay, how many followers did I gain this week? How many, new challengers did I sign up? Did I get Success Club points? Like, so you can see, did I get every single checkbox? And this will probably reflect that. If you didn't, these numbers might be a little bit lower. Of course, every week varies, but we were thinking this would be something that we would all start this Thursday, because for some reason, I guess with Beachbody, our weeks start on Thursday, so that's probably why they did this. But if we all wanted to start this on Thursday, obviously February 1st starts Friday, but we'll just kind of get a head start into the month, of course. We were thinking this would be something that we could all utilize, and then every single Thursday share our prior week's results. We can just take a picture and send it in our chat, or however we want to do it. We were thinking this is something that we can all hold each other accountable with. Again, at the end of this call, we can kind of talk about this, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought, this would be something we could all try together. And, if we decide halfway through the month, we're not liking it, whatever, we can regroup, but maybe it's something we can at least start and kind of just make it an expectation for all of us. So we'll open this up to discussion at the end, but Kinsley's just going to finish us off with a couple of things that her and I are going to be doing that you guys are welcome to add any people into throughout our month.
Yeah, so to go along with this tracker, obviously there are some things that, Allison and I are doing, obviously checking into our challenge groups, running sneak peeks, things like that. And if you guys haven't yet developed your own challenge group, or, you haven't run your own sneak peek or anything like that, that's not something that you should shy away from, because we want you guys to be able to utilize ours. So, for example, the 12th and the 13th of February, so the 12th and the 13th, and the 25th and the 26th, are the 2 dates that we're running 2-day sneak peeks, Allison and myself. Yeah, perfect, Allison, thank you. So 12th, 13th, 25th, 26th, we are running sneak peeks. And what that means is anyone that's interested in the coaching opportunity and wants to learn a little bit more about it, we're going to add our prospects into that group. So now we want to extend that to you guys. If you have anyone that you think, is interested in the business, or that would be awesome for it, and you want them to just hear a little bit more, feel free. Allison and I will share in our thread, our group, and you guys can add them in there and they can utilize that. And we'll just make sure what we say, whoever invited you into this group, just make sure you reach back out to them, because they will be your coach. So, feel free to utilize, our groups as well, because we want to make sure that you guys are on top of it. And if you haven't run your own sneak peek, that's no problem. Also, our boot camps as well. So if you haven't started and, built your own boot camp or challenge group or whatever, fit group, whatever you want to call it, feel free to add them into mine or Allison's. And if you guys have any questions about that, I know Lauren is already kind of doing that with my challenge group, but reach out to us and we will, we'll open our groups to you guys too. So also you can check the Beachbody Champions Facebook page. So Beachbody Champions, it's called. And basically that group is gold. So any top tips from top coaches, it's in there. You can scroll back months, you can scroll back years, you can search for anything. I think even in units, you can say if you need help with sneak peeks and you're like, okay, I'm going to start to dabble and maybe run my own, or challenge groups or anything like that. All the great tips and tools are in there. So, Allison, do you want to take it away with team calls or weekly call?
Yeah, one more thing about that champions page is during the month of Team Cup, they have top coaches go in there and talk about how they run their Team Cup and anything that they're finding.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There's a lot more content that goes in there starting in February because of Team Cup. So that's just another page for you guys to check in. The last thing that Kinsley and I were thinking, and this is something we'll talk about as a group, if we wanted to do weekly calls like this, or if we just wanted to chat in the chat. Kinsley and I can kind of, I don't know if we want to have her and I just post videos of, what we're doing, or if we wanted to get together on a Zoom. I know schedules are so hard, especially with Kinsley's, because her waitressing is not every day is the same. And I know, Ginny, your schedule with your kids, Amanda, your kids, you know, Lauren, like everyone has stuff going on. So I don't know if that would work or if we just wanted to leave it in the chat. So I guess if you guys want to unmute yourselves, let's talk about the tracker. What are your thoughts on the tracker? We'll just kind of go around. And then 2, do you want a weekly call, or is the chat, do you think, going to be enough motivation for you? So, Amanda, what do you think about the tracker, first of all?
I already actually, from Jill's call from, what was that, 2 weeks? I think that was last week she did it. She showed it to us and she shared it. So I actually already printed it off and I'm using
Perfect.
it. And I really like it because I actually had a PDF set up for myself, and then she shared that, and I was like, oh, that just makes life really easy. So,
Yeah. Awesome.
It's been really helpful. As far as the calls go, I mean, it seems like everybody's schedule is a bit different, and I know it's harder because we're in different time zones. I think it's a good idea because it's like you have to kind of, just like a business meeting, like you have to show up and bring your results with you, whether it's no results or really good results or kind of results. Because I think when it's a face-to-face conversation like this, you kind of want to have more accountability for yourself because you know you're going to be talking face-to-face. But I do know that it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but I mean, we're some pretty awesome chicks, so I think we got it.
Okay, perfect. I love that you're using the tracker. I figured you might have already had it, and maybe other people too, just because it has been out there. But maybe what we can do each week is kind of like what we did for this last one, just put a poll up and see what schedules work for everyone. Perfect. Jenny, what are your thoughts on the tracker and calls together?
Yeah, I haven't used the tracker, but I think it's a great idea. So I'm looking forward to printing that out.
Perfect.
And I agree. I think having a meeting is better than just the messages, because sometimes you just kind of scroll through the message, and this would actually, like, being able to talk to each other and then go over what our goals are and what we're, going to do. So I think it's better to do that too. So I agree.
Awesome. That's great. Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
obsessed that you guys agree that we should do team calls, because it's so easy to just be like, well, we're in different time zones and we're all busy. So, nah, like, I love your guys' answers. Like, yes, I'm like, okay, girls. Because I feel like if we just, even if it's like 10 minutes and we're like, yo, this is what we did, this is where we're at, I haven't signed up anyone, but I have X amount of share cards out, or I don't know, like, even if it's like something difficult that we're going through, like, we can help each other because we're a team. So if you guys are getting a bunch of no's, we can help you through, the objections or anything like that. Whatever we're struggling with, I think it's really important to do like a face-to-face, because then we're all like, yes, okay, like, even if it's 10 minutes, like, I think we can make 10 minutes happen. So.
Agree.
Okay, that's it.
Yay, that's awesome. Does anyone have any other questions about Team Cup or anything in general?
Actually, the Beachbody Champions, on Facebook, or is that on?
Yep. Yep. So just type in Beachbody Champions and it should pop up.
Okay.
Our team name, what did you register us as?
I just put us as Team Arise.
Okay, that works.
Because we're all Team Arise. I don't know. I don't know. No, Ginny knows, but Amanda is newer. So Amanda, we used to be like one big team. Like Kinsley so we're all a part of Angie. Kinsley's coach is really non-existent. Mine is Jill. And so her and I are kind of like the same level, if that makes sense. So we teamed up, but then we split in the month of December, but we're still both Team Arise. So we're all Team Arise.
Yeah, it's perfect. So are we gonna pick, we should do can you do polls in chat threads?
Yeah, that's right? What I did last time.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we should do that to try to narrow down, when it gets a little bit closer to next week, narrow down a time and a date, or are we gonna try to shoot for the same time, or what are we gonna do?
The only thing is I leave for LA on Thursday. So I'll be gone Thursday through Sunday, and I don't know our specifics. I mean, I do know our schedule, and it's pretty packed, but I don't know.
So Well, let's focus on the chat thread. I think we should all focus on this, start this on Thursday, because we're not going to really have anything to report, one, until it starts into the month of February.
Yeah.
And two, once we all start being consistent with this, I think it'll be a lot easier to have something to chat about. So then we can kind of maybe regroup the fall, like next Thursday, obviously, because we're going to talk about this, but then maybe it kind of depends on everyone's schedule, right? So we can just be present in the chat thread and we can kind of decide on when. But I think weekly calls are a good idea.
Yeah. We'll do a poll. Kind of like we did last time, I think would be best.
Perfect.
Yay.
All right, team.
Yay, I'm excited. So February starts Friday, which is when all the points start flowing in. So, but let's start our trackers this Thursday if you haven't already. And I'll post that PDF in our chat thread so everyone has it.
Perfect. And then we have training with Jill tonight too, right, Allison?
Yes, my coach Aaron is doing
Okay.
Jill's call in about 30 minutes. So
Cool.
we'll hop on that if you want to.
Yay! Awesome.
All right, thank you guys.
All right,
Sweet.
guys. Talk to you later.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Bye. Bye.